Hello, everybody. Dr. Jen here with the Wellness Way in Woodbury. So I am going to show you what is happening here in Minnesota. You guys are going to be so intrigued to see that it is white here. And we are in a winter storm advisory for record snow at this time of year. We're supposed to get about 6 inches here in Woodbury. So this is what is happening today in Woodbury. So what we're going to talk about today, and I'm going to go back inside because it is pretty chilly out. What we are going to talk about is it flu season or is it low vitamin D and sugar season? So again, Woodbury, Minnesota. Minnesota is expecting a lot of snow, so I'm assuming those of you who are in the Green Bay-ish area right across from me, you guys are going to get snow tomorrow. So let's chit-chat about, I'll stand right here so you guys can see all the snow behind me. All right, let me get my thing set up here. All right, you guys. So today, again, like I said, my thing is struggling. We are going to talk about what 9 healthy tips for you guys. And let me mute Dr. Patrick here. 9 healthy tips for you guys during flu season. So again, is it flu season or is it low vitamin D and sugar season? How many of you on here believe it is truly flu season? You guys, flu season is low vitamin D and too much sugar, okay? Way too much sugar. It's the holidays. It's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all of these things where we're consuming so much sugar, and guess what happens is we get sick then. So you guys support your body because if you live in the Midwest, you don't get vitamin D. Especially right now since it's snowing, you're really not getting vitamin D. So we don't get vitamin D from typically October until March, April, May-ish, depending on the weather. So let's give you guys 9 tips to help skip this flu season. 1, very controversial topic, skip the shot. Skip the shot. There is absolutely no reason other than it compromises your immune system responses and decreases them, creating a huge immune response, which ultimately is affecting your immune system. So say no to the shot. That's all I'm going to say on that. 2, get vitamin D, you guys. We don't get vitamin D, especially here in the Midwest. We're not getting this vitamin D in, so we need to make sure that we are consuming it. Okay? Number 3, go to the farmer's market and have healthy swaps. So going to the grocery store and when you're making like soups, make it without dairy, make it without that wheat. Instead of putting bread in it, put something else in it. Put these different kinds of things in your soups that are actually healthy for you and not so much sugar. Making sure that you're avoiding the really sugary foods. So when in doubt, if they can sell it at a farmer's market, get those kinds of foods, okay? 4, avoid inflammatory foods. Sugar's inflammatory. Processed foods are inflammatory. Your food allergies are inflammatory. Sugar, all of these things, wheat, dairy, soy, corn, these things that are going to be available to us on Christmas, if our families don't think the way that we do, are going to be available. You guys, say no to these things. Don't eat them. Don't detriment your health just to please a family member, just to eat it. You can always bring your own stuff to the holidays for you to eat and so you don't go hungry. You guys, number 5, upgrade your sweets and your drinks. So again, don't soda, horrible. Good alternative, Zevia. Looking at your birch xylitols, your stevia, your maple syrups, your honey over your white cane sugar. You can do coconut sugar, which is a good replacer for brown sugar. So looking at these things, again, sugar is going to stress out the system. We have 2 that are better for you, and that's going to be xylitol and stevia. So those 2 specifically are going to not spike your blood glucose and your blood insulin and are approved for no sugar month that we're doing right now. You guys, 6, stay active. I know when it's dark until like 8 a.m. and then it is dark again at 5:30 p.m., we don't want to do anything. I feel it. I'm in the office all daylight hours. So when you get home, you don't necessarily want to do anything besides sit on the couch, maybe eat junk food, do all this stuff. But you guys, we need to remember we need to stay active, and we can't become a couch potato and eat all the sugary crap during the holiday season, because that is going to leave us way more susceptible to getting the flu virus in the first place. So this is what we're doing to set our body up for success. You guys, 7, medicinal mushrooms. Medicinal mushrooms are amazing. Reishi, chaga, these 2 things are medicinal mushrooms. Reishi is really awesome because what it's going to do is going to upregulate your immune responses or downregulating them based on what your body needs. If our kiddos have sore throats, I know I told you guys I was going to talk about this a little bit, which we'll talk a little bit more about it, but we have an herbal throat spray through Standard Process that is actually really awesome. It's got marshmallow root, sage, echinacea, cloves. So noticing like a sore throat coming on, this is going to be a better spray, an alternative to the pharmaceutical sprays that they have in your Walgreens that have red dye, or blue dye or yellow dye in them. This is going to be a much better alternative to that. Otherwise, there is one that smells much better and tastes, I actually think this tastes better than this one, but it's MyoShield spray. It's immune support. So this is going to be, again, for those kiddos that potentially have a sore throat, a cough, or coming down with something. This one is going to have the reishi and the chaga in it, turkey tail, birch. So if you do have a birch allergy, again, this is a no-go, but again, this is a spray and it's peppermint. They also have different flavors like cinnamon. They have an orange one as well. So this is something that you can go to the Host Defense Mushrooms and look up the MyoShield spray, and it's the immune support, okay? So those are things that you guys can be doing to get in your system to just basically help fight off anything if you do come in contact with any of the flu or a cold, because I know colds are going around, especially a lot right now in Minnesota, and you guys, it's a cold. It is a cold. Number 8, you guys, if you don't get adjusted, it's so important to get adjusted because there are 3 things that cause stress to your body. Trauma, which is adjustment, toxins, which is the foods that we're kind of talking about, and then thoughts, which we'll get to at number 9. But you guys, getting adjusted is going to take one of those stressors off of your body so that your cup doesn't overflow. So say this is a cup and you're stressed out, you're eating sugar, you're not getting adjusted, you're mentally stressed out, you start to feel like crap, all of a sudden your cup overflows. Either that's when you can get a flu, that's when you can get diagnosed with a disease, that's when all of these things start to happen. So don't let your body get there. Don't let this cup overflow, because once we get there, it takes a lot longer to make process. Number 9, you guys, lower your stress. So mental stress will be like the death of us. Mental stress, especially for women, is one of the biggest things that make us sick. So you guys want to make sure you're reducing your mental stress during this time, especially during the holidays, is low vitamin D and high sugar, and then a lot of stress. And this is one of the biggest things why people get sick. So you guys want to make sure that if you are that person that is going to be super mentally stressed out, supporting your stress, but also consuming some medicinal mushrooms throughout this time is going to be very beneficial for you. But really knowing what you guys can do to skip the flu season. So as I went through these, super awesome tips for you guys to take away. But for those of you that just hopped on, I want to show you what is happening here in Minnesota because it is great. It's actually not great, but I'm going to show you. So those of you who just popped on, we are in a winter storm advisory. So who would have thought that the snow would be sticking right now? But it is. So you guys, if you're on here, I want to hear your favorite season. Let us know what season you like, whether it's winter, fall, spring, summer, especially if you're in the Midwest, what season you like. But I do want to let you guys know that our office is going to be closed Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, and Friday for our biannual seminar, and it is actually happening. So I will be in Green Bay training to bring all of you the best clinical results, and I get to see all of my amazing colleagues from all over the world, and we get to spend some awesome time together. So if you guys have any questions or need anything on Thursday, Ask Dr. Jen is not only going to be Ask Dr. Jen, it is going to be Ask Dr. Jen and Ask Dr. Jordan with the Wellness Way Eau Claire. So we are going to go live together in Green Bay on Thursday at 10:30 a.m. because that's the only time we can go with our schedule that we have going on that day. At 10:30 a.m. Dr. Jordan and myself will be going live on my page and on his page. So we'll have 2 cameras set up. But what I want you to do is I want you to message myself at the Wellness Way Woodbury or message Dr. Jordan at the Wellness Way Eau Claire and give us your questions that you guys have for the series. If you specifically want to ask him something, or if you specifically want to ask me something, or if you don't really care who answers it, we'll both kind of piggyback off of each other. But we want to hear from you. So please, please, please message us your questions. Let us know you're asking them for the Ask Dr. Jen and Ask Dr. Jordan series. And then we will chat on live at 10:30 a.m. on Thursday. Myself and Dr. Jordan will be going live at you, bringing you some fun. We're going to have a good time. So we want all of you to hop on there, and we look forward to seeing you Thursday at 10:30. You guys have a great rest of your day. Please, please, please drive safe. Make sure that you are going slow if the roads are slippery, because I know they are slippery because I was just out. But I will see you all on Thursday. If not, you guys have a great weekend and stay safe. All right, bye-bye.